Welcome again to Sankhya Television, and on behalf of our sponsors, I am giving you the information here for the 5 days of Diwali. The first day actually starts on Dhanteras, that is the 13th astrological day in the month. The month in the Hindu calendar is divided into two main parts. You have the bright half and the dark half. So the 13th astrological day in the dark half is known as Dhanteras in the month of Karthik. So on this day, this was actually the day when Dhanvantari, or the herbal deity, came out from the churning of the ocean, and he came with the medicinal herbs and the medical science, the medicinal science also, the herbal science that is, for everyone in the world, so that animals and all beings could be treated well wherever there are any deficiency, where the food has not been able to suffice, the medicinal herbs will be able to fill the gap or suffice for that. So on this day also, it is said, people buy gold, they buy silver, they buy precious gems, they buy ornaments, they buy clothing, they buy utensils and so on for the special puja of Diwali. So this is how the puja is being done. Also, Dhanteras, on this day, you are to make a diya, big diya that is, and it is made out of flour. And to help to support it well, you can put it in a big diya, and you have 4 wicks that you put in it. And it is being lit by the entrance of the premises of your house, wherever there is some sacred tree, preferably to the southern side, but it is being prepared there, and it is offered for the herbal doctor, which is Dhanvantari. Also, Rajayam is being honored on this day, and special offerings of sweets and so on is being offered for the protection of the family and the blessings of health, progress and prosperity. So the next day is supposed to be a very, very special day. This is known as Choti Diwali. Choti Diwali is a small form of Diwali in which you perform the puja of that divine form of Devi Ma. You light it there by the Tulsi, and you light small amounts of diyas, and it is celebrated as a small Diwali. On this day too, people go and they give gifts to their family members, their friends and their neighbors, and they invite them to partake of sweets and so on, which they prepare. They pray for the blessings and the protection of the family, and they seek the blessings of that divine form of Bhagavan. They also anoint their body, and they massage themselves well. They take bath and they do pranayam, and they seek the blessings of that divine form of Ma Lakshmi. Then to celebrate the next day, which is the 3rd day, and the 3rd day is actually the Diwali itself. So the first day is known as Dhanteras, the next day is known as Chaturdasi. Chaturdasi is that day which is also referred to as Narka Chaturdasi. Narka Chaturdasi, why? Because Narkasur was a demon that Sri Krishna had defeated and was able to bring about peace and happiness to the world, because Narkasur was creating great amount of havoc to the world, and Sri Krishna defeated him. So the 3rd day now is the Amavas Tithi, and this is the day which the Diwali is celebrated in a very grand way. On this day, prayer to Ganesh Baba is being done to ward out all faults and all obstacles, all vighan or all errors. Ma Saraswati is being honored for the purpose of knowledge and guidance in this, to have a successful year and a new year of trade or business. We must be guided properly by her grace so that we may be able to have no difficulties in implementing all our duties and doing our communication and everything, and there must be unity and peace and blessings. And to Ma Lakshmi and Lord Vishnu for prosperity and unity in the family. To Lord Kubir, the Lord of wealth, for wealth and success in our life. And Vishwakarma is honored on this, the next day, which is known as New Year's Day, that is the fourth day. All the instruments that we have are being honored, and on this day is also the day when Lord Krishna did Govardhan puja, or he introduced Govardhan puja to the Gop and the Gwal, and they performed Govardhan puja, and in this way he was able to also break the pride of Indra Devata, who had a great amount of false pride and thought he had the powers over everything, because he tried to punish the people of the Braj Mandal, and Krishna Bhagavan broke his pride and made him to realize that he has been given a certain duty, and in that duty that he had, he must not think that he owns that position, but he was given that because of some good merits in the past, and that he must not abuse the position that he is in. So when we abuse the position that we are in, we end up finding ourselves into great difficulties. Therefore, we must cherish the position that we may have and do the duties that we have in a proper manner, implement our duties properly and in a very blessed way, because it is God's privilege, God's blessing that give us the privilege to have that opportunity to serve humanity. Then you have the next day, which is the fifth day, is referred to as Bhai Duj. On this day, Yamuna ji, who is the daughter of Sri Surya Dev Bhagwan, and remember Surya Narayan, according to the Surya Puran, it says, Do sut pragate ajñakari Shani Deva aur Yama Baladhari. There were two sons to Surya Dev Bhagwan. One is referred to as the son which is Sani Devta, and Yam, who is known to be the Lord of Justice. Now, being the Lord of Justice, many people didn't like him because he is also time. And time gives us opportunity. Time also takes from us. When our opportunity time is expired, it takes from us that opportunity and it goes to somebody else. It is in the same way it is that with life, we have the opportunity in this body. After that opportunity in this body is expired, it goes to another body. And so, many people do not like Yam because he is representing that which is the Lord of Justice and also time and death. So, time gives birth also, time is the death also. So, many people do not like him. They say many unpleasant things about him. And here Yamuna is telling to her brother, Yam, that brother, I'm happy to have you as my brother. Why? Because you are the Lord of Justice. And I want you to be pleased, and I want to invite you to come and partake of meals at my home. Now she constantly kept inviting him, and he constantly had an excuse because he was busy performing his duty. But on this particular occasion, he decided to visit Yamuna. And he visited Yamuna, his sister Yamuna, and she was very pleased. And he partook of the food. She placed the tikka on his forehead. She welcomed him with arti and gave him nice food and sweets and so on to partake of. And Rajayam was very, very pleased and very happy. And he said to his sister, that sister, I am very pleased with you, and ask for whatever you want. I'll give you that as a boon. So she said, brother, there are many sisters like me, and who would love to have a nice brother like you. And all sisters love their brothers. So that sister who welcomes her brother on this special day, I want you to bless that brother, that he may be protected, he may have longevity, he may be able to see many generations in his life, and his wife must also be blessed, because she is the one that complements his life. So I want you to shower your blessings upon them, that they may be happy, and that their homes may be filled with joy and blessings. And that brother that visits his sister and partakes of the offerings that she gave, may he be blessed, and may the sister also be blessed. In this way we ask of this from you. That person who also goes to the Yamuna river or takes bath in open water on this special day and performs puja, goes to the temple and make offerings and do devotion to Bhagavan, may that brother or that person be free from all sins and attain moksha or ultimate liberation. Since then it is said that this special day, which is known as Bhai Duj, it became a custom like for increase in the meeting of brothers and sisters, where they inquire about the children, the welfare of all the children, they wish one another well, they enjoy sweet food and nice food, they bless each other, and they bring happiness and joy in their minds. So in this way, it says, it brings the end of that Diwali festival for the 5 days. But the month of Karthik is so powerful that it has many, many auspicious days. And you still have the special day that comes in the dark, that went in the dark fortnight, which was Ekadasi. You also have the Ekadasi coming in the bright fortnight. You have Trayodasi, you have Chaturdasi. These are special times too that bring unending results, because the day of Ekadasi gives the blessings of Sahastra Govardhan. Sahastra is like 100,000 Govardhan. And when you do the puja on Ekadasi day and you place the offerings for Bhagavan Vishnu, and in that offering you also put Durba grass, you magnify the blessings 100-fold. So that 100,000 is multiplied again by 100 times. And so you gain a greater amount of blessings of Govardhan and blessings of burning away the impurities of your sins and so on. You gain happiness and success. You give a rose flower, you gain mukti or liberation. And so for Chaturdasi and for Purnima, it is the same way. Every day in the month of Karthik is very, very special and gives unending form of blessings to one when they would do that special form of devotion. So, the month of Karthik, very special blessings to all of you for listening in.